Archangel Michael says, "Your miracle just arrived, but this is your final warning. If you ignore this, the blessing will be taken back. Open immediately, my beloved child. Do not take this message lightly. It is not by chance. It may not be a coincidence. Something divine guided you here. There is a close watch in heaven. Just a short while ago, something significant was released in your name. The writing was done while Archangel Michael stood right next to it. The miracle you asked for has been approved. But wait, there is more. Under it, something is hidden. You will not know what you were meant to find if you leave without finding it. Didn't you feel it already? That strange pull today, that slight nudge in your chest, made you feel like someone or something was calling you from above. It is possible that you ignored it the first or second time. But you cannot ignore it now, because this message has a frequency that your soul can sense. It looks like Archangel Michael is trying to get through at this very moment. He is talking to your heart. He is making an urgent call too. Heaven didn't just agree with your miracle before they sealed it. They put a message that you should never skip. Heaven stayed awake for you last night while everyone else was asleep, and a sacred event occurred. In the presence of God, a scroll was unraveled. A guardian angel spoke your name. A shift in light occurred precisely at 3:02 a.m. Archangel Michael spoke up and said, "This child has been through enough. Okay, it right now." After that, God nodded. He did add one thing though. Put a message inside it. Check to see if they open it. That hidden message is in your possession right now, my child. Your miracle has been sent. But it is not complete until you finish hearing what is inside. You only have a few seconds left to stay with it before it fades. You have cried over this, right? There were nights when you stayed up and begged heaven to move. Is anyone listening? You asked. At that time, Archangel Michael was. He heard you cry even though your mouth wasn't open. He ran away after watching your soul hurt. He begged God to help you fight. Now tell me, would you walk away from the message heaven wrapped inside your miracle after all that? I have something to tell you that you shouldn't have known. This miracle wasn't supposed to happen this week. It was held up because someone you trusted was blocking the way without knowing it. Archangel Michael fought through it though. He kept going until the block was broken. When it was finally released last night, something strange took place. The candle next to your name went out twice. Archangel Michael let out a gasp. That flicker meant that the hidden truth had been found. This miracle is linked to something from your past that you haven't dealt with yet. In light of this message is more important than any other you have read. Also, kid, pay close attention. Your miracle's hidden part isn't something you can see. This is a revelation. If you leave now, you will not be able to understand what will be said to you in the coming days, because this message is the decoder. The whisper will get your heart ready for what is to come. This could even give you chills as you read it. That is not how your body is responding. Your spirit unlocking is what it is, because a part of your soul already knows what heaven is trying to tell you right now. Why then was this kept secret? Because this part isn't meant for everyone. The only person who doesn't skip, the person who stays, the person who wants to know what heaven has been hiding, that is you. That is why you are still here. It is being watched by angels. The watcher is Archangel Michael. You are the only one who can finish what began last night in the sky. One thing Archangel Michael wants. Before we go any further, wait until the end. You have missed a lot of signs before. This one, though, is different. This particular one was sealed with fire and gold. The miracle will still happen if you leave in the middle, but you will not know what to do with it. That is the most scary part for Archangel Michael. So, my beloved, listen up, sparkles. I need you to make a promise before I reveal the next section of heaven's hidden message. Please don't forget about this message. Let the divine stay with you right now by tapping the subscribe button. How many people listened is being tracked by the angels. Be one of the few people who stayed, sparkles. Take a deep breath, because what I am about to say will make sense of everything. What you are about to receive isn't the real miracle. It is about what kind of person you will be after getting it. This gift isn't from heaven, as a reward for staying the same. If they saw something rise in you when everyone else gave up, they are giving it to you. You kept praying, trying, and believing even when you were so tired you could barely whisper a prayer. That is when God called your name in heaven. It is now written on a scroll that cannot be erased. But you need to get this. There is a choice wrapped up in the miracle. Either you go back to the past that almost broke you, or you step into the version of yourself that heaven approved yesterday night. There is no longer a middle ground. The message is urgent because of this. This is why Archangel Michael is yelling, "Open this now." The angels are aware that a miracle without revelation is like a map with no destination. After everything that happened, heaven didn't just sit back and watch you get lost again. You should know something else. This miracle needed to be seen. According to Archangel Michael, it had to be loud for him. But God said, "No," he added. "Let it come softly like a secret only the faithful can hear." That is why there will not be fireworks when it comes. There will be a shift, a call, and a whisper. A door that was always shut will feel like it is open all of a sudden. Pay attention to the small signs. Right there is where your miracle will be. There are times and places you almost missed that no one else will look. I have to tell you what is going to happen, child. But when I do, I need your heart to be open, because you will never be the same after hearing it. I do hear you. Now that this message is more than just a bunch of words, let's keep going, and bring even more peace to your soul. It is an actual living event that is happening in your spirit right now. It is still going on. Do you feel that? It feels like there is still something lovely in the air around you. That is because Archangel Michael is still here waiting and watching to make sure you really get what heaven fought to give you tonight. You didn't just read this message. You became close to it. Your heart stopped fighting and began to remember, somewhere along the way, recalling what it feels like to be chosen, to be seen, and to be loved without having to work for it. You were meant to be here right now. And this time was made just for you. That is why everything tried to take your attention away from it before you could find it. You made it, though you still paid attention. You still let your heart open. I have a secret that no one else in heaven knows. There was a spiritual gate that opened when you said yes. That gate wasn't outside of you. It was inside. As soon as it was opened, light started to pour into every dark corner that fear had made walls around. Not just tonight, but also yesterday, your spirit was revived. It came to life in the days to come. You will feel it more and more. You will know when something is wrong. You will know when the room is at peace. You will be able to tell when someone is speaking from love or pain. Things will change the way you move. Talk less loudly. You are not the same person you used to be. So pay more attention. You are becoming the person you were meant to be all along. I need to tell you something else. Someone in the spiritual realm has already been moved by your story because you didn't give up. Tonight, a soul that is still looking will find light. That is how strong your yes was. It shifted more than just your path. You may never fully comprehend the ripple effect it had. One day, someone will walk into their miracle, and the invisible seed will transport them back to this moment, to your courage, and to this message. And right now, your heart hurts because you are thinking about a loved one who has died. Let the tears come, because guess what? They are here just for you. They were able to get close tonight. It is not a memory. It is a divine witness. They read this to you. They can see that your spirit is shining brighter. They whispered to heaven, "Thank you." With tears in their eyes, they heard it at last. I want you to do something very easy tonight before you go to sleep. Put your hand over your heart and close your eyes. Feel it. You need to remember that rhythm, that pulse. You are still alive for a reason. You still have a mission to do. Heaven still wants to do a great thing through you. And God still rests despite what has been broken or lost. You might not see the whole picture yet. But how, what, now may still be on your mind. And heaven answers with this. The next breath should be taken. Rest, please. Trust me. There is no need to plan for the next 10 years. One moment at a time is all you need to walk with God. From now on, you will never have to walk alone again. We have now covered your house. Your soul has been realigned, and something much bigger than fate has now protected your future. Divine intention has guided it. Heaven wants to talk to you more. You will start to notice repeating numbers. Words that feel like they are reflecting this message, and dreams that seem more real than ever in the days to come. Keep them in mind. Note them down. These events are not coincidences at all. These are light threads that connect the next section of your story. God communicates like this through whispers, moments, symbols, and divine interruptions. If no one told you this today, let heaven do it now. You are very important. You are loved a lot. You were chosen without a doubt, and you are always and divinely protected. Also remember this last promise that Archangel Michael made to you directly in your heart. I follow you everywhere. I will go through everything with you. What God has said will not be hurt by evil. The sacred ground will also not be darkened by darkness. This house is sealed. This soul is marked. Tonight is a holy night. Now go to sleep peacefully. There is still heaven here. Yes, beloved, we are still here. You, me, and heaven all at once. That means you still have a powerful thing going on inside you. There are no mistakes in the time that God sets. You are not broken or weak because you are reading this. You are ready to read this. Get ready for the next season. Good to go for restoration. You are ready to remember what your soul has known all along. You are not here to be forgotten. You came here to be happy. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. I want you to make a statement to seal this moment. As you feel this truth settle deep inside you, type Amen as your sacred agreement with what heaven is doing in your life right now in the comment sections below. Let your Amen be more than just words. Let it be the sound of your faith rising, the voice of your spirit saying yes to everything God has planned for you right now. Know that heaven hears you. The angels are marking it. And with each letter you type, your miracle gets closer. Now stay with me, because I am going to show you a lot more. Tonight marks a spiritual contract. When you said yes, heaven made a promise that cannot be broken. I am never going to leave you again. In other words, your life will have a different frequency from now on. People will feel that kind of light before you even speak. When you walk into a room, some people will not understand why they feel peace. Some people will not understand why they cry when they talk to you. You have been marked by heaven. You have the divine presence with you. You have never been like other people. You will start to see proof of what was said now, that the angels have cleared the air and Archangel Michael has sealed your home with a layer of protection stronger than steel. Be careful what you do over the next 3 days. A confirmation is on the way. It could be a stranger, a sudden chance, or a breakthrough in the area where you have been having the most trouble. You should have hope again about something that you gave up on. You will understand when it takes place. This was it. Your soul will whisper. That message was real. Heaven doesn't play games. Heaven brings it, but I have to tell you this. One more thing needs to be done. Just one. It is all so easy. Do not go back. That is it. Again, don't go back to old fears, ways, or habits. Don't go back to the people who love the broken version of you. Don't dim your light to fit in with people who were never meant to be a part of this new process with you. You are now rising, and those who cannot breathe at your new height will drop off. Let them. That is grace. Yes, that is alignment. I call that divine elevation. There is no more reason to argue. You don't need to explain your growth. There is no need to defend your healing. Things that God does in your life will speak louder than any words you could ever use. Spread your peace, stay calm, and find the answer. Let your happiness be your answer. This is what Archangel Michael wants you to remember. You are deeply known and still chosen. You don't need to work for what you already have. Help, love, safety, healing, and favor. From the start, it was all yours. Tonight only made you remember what your soul already carried. You are living proof that light can overcome darkness, that a roof can be reborn, and that miracles can find the lost. Once you are done reading this message, please take a moment to sit still. Close your eyes. Feel the air around you. It now has something in it, kinder and more alive. That is the last of the angels they have gone through. It has been whispered into the walls. They have blessed your steps, and their work in your life will not stop when this message does. That sudden breeze, a flicker in your light bulb, a scent that makes you think of someone in heaven, or a song on the radio that says exactly what your heart needs to hear. It is not a coincidence. Yes, that is continuation. Heaven will talk for a long time after these words end. If your enemy tries to tell you this wasn't real, just remind him of how you felt. Don't forget that peace doesn't lie. That the warmth you felt wasn't from your phone screen. And that angels don't need a mission to be real. Your chest didn't light up by itself. They are already there. They were right there with you tonight. You are not weak. You are not behind. We haven't forgotten about you. You have been chosen. What you do is guided. You are ready. Rise then, because it does walk like heaven is with you. Since God hears everything you say, talk like you mean it, because you have been healed. Love like you have been healed tonight. Sleep like you have angels at your door, because you do. Guarding what is yours. Archangel Michael has already started. God too. God is happy and speaking to your spirit in a whisper. I promised you I would never leave you, my child. The heavens are still open. Even though it is getting darker outside, you are still being protected by Archangel Michael. Your heart can almost feel the whisper of angel wings, because the veil between the spiritual and physical worlds is so thin. The miracle has already begun to happen. It might not show up in your life with flashing lights or big signs, but if you look closely, quietly, and patiently, you will see it. Now is the time to shift. The weight is going up. The old one is falling down. A lot of light is coming in. This silence has a sacred quality. Don't you think so? There is something lovely about the way your heart is finally hearing this message, and your own soul. You have listened to what is eternal in the silence of the world, and God speaks clearly in that stillness. I never left you, my child, and I never will. There is more to your healing than tonight. You are being born again. With each breath you take under this divine covering, years of emotional pain, ancestral trauma, and hidden grief are washed away. It is not just breaking cycles for those who will follow you. You are creating new blueprints. Your bloodline's children will feel safer because of what you did tonight. It will make their dreams brighter. They will be able to walk farther because you didn't scroll away because you believed. I see your wounds, declares Archangel Michael. You fought battles in silence, and I can see them. I see your strength and the broken hearts you never talked about. I see how much you love. Even though things are hard, I can see your kindness. That is why I picked you. You are ready, not because you are perfect. Now, heaven is doing things for you that you cannot see yet. Someone wants to bless you. There is a door about to open. You are about to get a message. A holdup is about to end. Things that have been held back for weeks, months, or even years will be released into your life like rain after a drought. You will remember tonight as the start of everything. Remember how you felt as you read this. Do not ignore it. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Now that this divine encounter has reached a major turning point, it is time for your faith to speak. Write these exact words in the comments. I accept everything heaven has for me. A strong, certain statement that reverberates throughout the spiritual realm. Not I hope I receive, or maybe someday. You are giving heaven a mission to speed up every blessing that is coming your way. As you type these words, not just leaving a comment, you are opening sealed doors. Stay put, because what is next will make this even more complicated. Don't go back to the fear, the noise, or the habits. Do not close the door. Allow light to come in. Continue to broadcast this sacred frequency. You don't have to make big changes right away. Just change the way you feel. Keep your peace. Keep your happiness safe. Be careful what you say. Heaven is listening, so speak like you know it. There is also a beautiful thing that happens when you listen to this divine message. You are not just supporting this content when you click the like button right now. Now you are also starting a flow of God's favor in your life. You can think of it as your digital yes or I believe, I receive, I align. By liking this video, you are telling the spiritual realm that you are ready for blessings from heaven to come your way. Now that you have hit the like button, watch as God's favor starts to work in ways you never thought possible. It is okay if you wake up tomorrow with tears in your eyes. That is the end. Follow your gut. If you have strange dreams, sudden clarity, or the urge to leave something bad in your life, in that case, your spiritual alignment is at work. You are being led by your angels without force. That is your intuition getting stronger. Let it take the lead. Now more than ever, your prayers are clear. Now your light is brighter than ever. Your house has been marked by heaven. The line that was drawn tonight cannot be crossed by any demon. There is no way for a shadow to stay alive in this fire. If a soul says yes to divine restoration, there can be no more curse on them. You have been chosen. You are protected from harm. As you walk, heaven is now wide open. The little things will be the first ones you notice. Someone who you haven't heard from sending you a message, a sudden decision, an act of kindness, or a postponement becoming divine timing. These events are not coincidences at all. There are confirmations here. You will keep being reminded by your guardian angels until your heart cannot forget how it felt tonight. Loved, desired, chosen, and safe. So while you rest, keep your heart open. As you sleep, keep your spirit in touch. Know that this message will always be here. You now have it inside you. Do it again tomorrow if you need to come back and read it, because that is what real love does. Heaven will meet you over and over again. It stays. Now is your chance. This is the miracle for you. This is your message. You are never by yourself. Not tonight, never ever. You are still here. That is the most powerful thing, because most people would have left. A lot of people would have ignored this and kept scrolling, because they thought it was just another voice on the screen. Not you though. You stayed. That is right, you opened. Your life will never be the same again, because heaven gives you revelation when you pay attention to it. If you give the angels even a moment of your time, they will give you lifetime protection. I still need to tell you something. You should have known this since the day you were born. You were never meant to be small. You have always had a hunger for more, and a sense that you were meant to do something bigger than what you see around you. That is real and divine. God planted that seed in your soul before you took your first breath. In the years since, the enemy has used doubt, pain, fear, betrayal, and shame to try to bury that seed. But seeds do better in the ground, and that seed breaks through the ground tonight. You are now rising. You will get back everything you lost in better shape. Your breakthrough will be what broke you. Everything the enemy meant to hurt. God is making things better. Do something brave. Say this first thing in the morning. I am ready, heaven. That is it. That one sentence sends a message into the air. It tells your guardian angels to go faster. It tells heaven that your spirit is in the right place. It says, I am not just getting by. Yes, I will show up and the miracle will happen when you do. Because there was no delay in the miracle. It was ready for you to believe. It is coming now that you know. Pay close attention. In the next 48 hours, some of you will get news that will feel strange and come as a surprise. It could be a talk, a message, or a doorbell that rings when you didn't even mean to. Don't question it when it takes place. Forget about it. There it is, the divine answer to your yes. God was moving quickly because your heart was finally ready. For some of you, rest is what will bring about the miracle. That implies that it will be less noisy. You will not be triggered by the same people anymore. Things will start to get less dramatic. Things that used to drain you will not even touch you anymore. This is not apathy. That is peace. That is how you know heaven is separating you from everything that used to drain your energy. For some, fire will be the miracle. A sudden love, thoughts that will not let you rest. You wake up at 300 a.m. because of big dreams, visions of a future you were never allowed to imagine as part of your mission. Note them down after them. Believe them. They are not illusions. These downloads are divine. They are the blueprints for the life you were always meant to build. So remember that this is your time. Whether it comes through fire or peace, a phone call or a dream, you are not behind. You are not hurt. You are not behind schedule. The miracle didn't cause any delays. So, you are right on time. It was ready for you to believe. It is coming now that you know. Pay close attention. In the next 48 hours, some of you will get news that will feel strange and come as a surprise. It could come up in a conversation, a message, or a doorbell that you didn't even ring. Don't question it when it takes place. Forget about it. There it is. The divine answer to your yes. God was moving quickly because your heart was finally ready. For some of you, rest is what will bring about the miracle. That implies that it will be less noisy. You will not be triggered by the same people anymore. Things will start to get less dramatic. Things that used to drain you will not even touch you anymore. This is not apathy. That is peace. That is how you know heaven is separating you from everything that used to drain your energy. For some, fire will be the miracle. A sudden love, thoughts that will not let you rest. You wake up at 300 a.m. because of big dreams. Visions of a future you were never allowed to imagine as part of your mission. Note them down after them. Believe them. They are not illusions. These downloads are divine. They are the blueprints for the life you were always meant to build. So remember that this is your time. Whether it comes through fire or peace, a phone call or a dream, you are not behind. You are not hurt. You are not behind schedule. You are right on time. From now on, the angels will walk with you. They will get into rooms before you do. They will straighten out paths that aren't straight. They will give you words when you cannot speak, and strength when your knees are shaking. You are not by yourself. Not now, never. So rest easy tonight, knowing it is sacred. Don't be afraid to smile. Take deep breaths like the war inside you is over, because it is. Let go of the person you were. Meet the person you were meant to be. Thank God that He never gave up on you, and He is only just beginning. The sky is watching. Your guardian angels are ready. You are ready now. You got through the storm. Now, beloved, welcome to the light. Even now, heaven is not done with you, because a divine message doesn't just go off once. It keeps getting better every day, layer by layer. What is going to happen next is the confirmation of what happened tonight. It will not be small either. It will not be quiet. You will see it. It will hit you. You will understand. There is no confusion when God moves. There is only peace, clarity, and the undeniable truth. This was never a mistake. It was heaven the whole time. You will see things differently when you wake up tomorrow. It will feel light where it used to be dark. Where there were once dead ends, you will now see signs. It is the same world, but the mood is different. You will be guided towards soul-stirring people. Things that feel like peace will draw you in. And that one thing that used to scare you, like heartbreak, fear, or being alone, will not affect you as much no longer. Why? Because you didn't follow the rules. You cut the line. You answered the call from heaven. And if tomorrow the enemy tries to sneak in with doubt, if fear tries to whisper, it wasn't real, you will fight back. Say back out loud, it was real, and I was there when heaven met me. Since you were here right now, you let the message get through. The spiritual world was able to fill your heart. That kind of giving up doesn't go away. It gets bigger. It wasn't over when the message came through. You now have it inside you. From now on, your room isn't just a room. Sanctuary is what it is. It is more than just a heart. That thing is a vessel. It is not just a life of yours. It is your divine duty. Things will change the way you see people. Things will sound better to you. You will feel nudges, prompts, and small inner urges. Those aren't just thoughts. That is the Holy Spirit making you more sensitive. That is your intuition now in touch with God's frequency. Pay attention. It becomes more clear the more you honor it. I will say it again so your soul will always remember it. You are eternally completely loved. Not for what you do, not because of how great you are, or because you are His. You could never get away from His kindness. You would never be able to get out of His grace. You are good enough because He made you that way. Don't let anyone, not even yourself, change your mind. What it is like to be held safe and surrounded by people all the time was shown to you tonight. And that presence isn't going away. The cover will stay on even after this message ends and the screen goes dark. The angels are there. Archangel Michael continues, tonight in your room, you might hear some new sounds. A creak, a breeze, and the sound of your name. Have no fear. You shouldn't be scared of that. That means your spiritual eyes are opening. It is your guardian shifting. That is heaven calling to say hello. You might have a dream that seems more real than usual. You might also feel like you are floating while you sleep. Here are the signs of soul alignment. This is what happens when the veil that separates you from the divine becomes thin. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily, and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. I want you to do something to cement this alignment right now in this sacred place where heaven meets earth. Type Amen with faith and courage in the comments. Now is the time for your spirit to rise up and say yes to everything that heaven is doing in your life. You are collaborating with the divine as you type those 4 letters, not just taking part. Your name is on the shift, breakthrough, or miracle that you are saying yes to. Don't leave me yet. The most powerful part is still coming out. You might even want to talk to someone tomorrow, even if it is just to comfort someone you don't know very well. It is not a coincidence. That is the miracle that happened tonight, spreading to other people through you. Because of this, you are now a channel for light. What you got tonight was never meant to end with you. It is meant to go through you. That is how God makes more. Now I want to ask you to join something bigger than yourself. This message is more than just a video. When you send it to someone, you are letting breakthrough happen in your own spirit. A divine principle says that when you bless other people, your own blessings grow. Sharing this word from the prophets lights up new oil in your own vessel. Every time your long-awaited breakthrough starts to happen faster, as soon as you help someone else get theirs. So take a moment right now. Hit that share button and send this to a friend, a family member, someone whose heart needs to hear this tonight. Watch how your miracle moves faster as soon as you do that. The healing goes on like that. Not a surprise if someone tells you that you feel different. That is because you are. It is not the same weight as it used to be. Pain lost, the fear subsided, the worry didn't win in the end. Heaven did. You made the decision to open your spirit, which set off an ancient and holy process. Everyone knew your name, not just a number. You are a scroll in heaven, a work of art that God wrote by hand. Now that story keeps going strong. The enemy hoped you would skip this. He hoped you would scroll and ignore the feeling that was pulling at your heart. But you didn't. That is right. He cannot touch you anymore. Not like before. He no longer has permission. You will be able to tell him, "Not here." When he tries to come back, not any longer. Your home is with God and your heart is in heaven. Your soul is marked and your life is blessed. And Archangel Michael isn't just passing through. He has to stay on assignment. He will not stop until the restoration is finished. The storm is over. Or you are fully living out your calling. He said he would. So tonight, close your eyes, not out of fear, but out of peace. You don't need to ask, just say thanks with holy rest. Not with heavy hearts. The kind of rest that makes you feel better all over. The kind of rest you can only get when heaven hugs you and says, "You are safe now." Rest. I can do this. You have been chosen. You are protected from harm. You are getting better. You are loved. The enemy hoped you would skip this. He hoped you would scroll. That you wouldn't pay attention to the pull on your spirit, but you did. Now that you heard him, he cannot touch you. Not like before. He no longer has permission. You will be able to tell him, "Not here." When he tries to come back, not any longer. Your house is owned by God. Your heart is in heaven and your soul is marked. You are blessed. And Archangel Michael isn't just passing through. He has to stay on assignment. As long as it takes until the rest is finished, the storm is over. And you are fully following your call. He is not going to stop. He said he would. So tonight, close your eyes. Not out of fear, but out of peace. You don't need to ask. Just say thanks with holy rest, not with heavy hearts. The kind of rest that makes you feel better all over. The kind of rest you can only get when heaven hugs you and says, "You are safe now. Rest, I can do this. You have been chosen. You are protected from harm. You are getting better. You are loved always and always." Now stay in this energy for a little while longer. Heaven is still pouring into you, even though you have entered a sacred space. You knew everything. The pain, the heat, the tears, and the low-level chill running down your spine. Yes, beloved, that is confirmation. You didn't make it up. That is how you know God has been close, even closer than the air you breathe. All of the angels that were sent to help you have been activated, and not just tonight. From now on, you are walking under divine veil, watched not by fear, but by love. Archangel Michael wants you to know that you have been approved for healing, rest, protection, and the kind of miracle that changes not only your life, but also your soul. They are changing your DNA in heaven. No more pain cycles. There should be no more generational chains in places where you were called to shine. No more silent suffering is acceptable. Your name was whispered in the halls of heaven tonight. It was said with respect by angels. God looked at you and said, "That is my child. I will pick that one again." There is no reason for that because of your heart, not your performance. Because you never gave up hope. Even when it hurt. You tried even though it hurt you. Not even other people were there when you were. Heaven recognizes that. Hold on. Not perfection, but persistence. Listen up. Tonight is still going on. Don't be surprised if your dreams come true. If you are awakened at 3:33 or 4:44, hear your name in the quiet, feel someone next to you. Or feel your heartbeat slowing down, because of something you haven't seen. That is spiritual alignment for your soul. That sound is the sound of heaven. When the veil between the earthly and divine worlds gets thinner, it feels like that. Survival has been your way of life. You will now walk in revelation. You will begin to see things that other people miss before changes occur. Your heart will feel them. You will be able to tell when you walk into a room, if it is spiritually safe or not. This isn't crazy talk. It takes discernment. It is also one of your best gifts. Heaven just let you into a deeper part of yourself. Take care of it. Keep your peace. Keep your atmosphere safe. You are now a carrier of divine light, not just a person. Your body is like a vessel. A sanctuary is your home. God is still not done. This is not the end of the message. Your life is about to undergo a movement. Let go of the people who left you. It is not your past plans that held the key to your future. Heaven is now rearranging your path with holy accuracy. Denial was not what the delays were, they were divine detours. You were rerouted for protection, preparation, and something better than you could have ever imagined. It is possible that you are still not sure. Okay. That is fine, change never happens all at once. It is turning slowly and opening up slowly. But the first thread was pulled tonight. From here on out, everything works out in your favor. You will notice that your mind is clear. You will sound more sure of yourself. Things that used to tempt you will no longer appeal to you like never before. You will desire peace. And it will not be because you are working harder. It will be because your spirit is again alive. You no longer have what was never yours. One layer at a time. The guilt, the stress, and the tiredness are being lifted. Things will be different when you wake up tomorrow. It is breaking through that fog you have been living in for months. You will soon wonder how you lived in it for so long. Take your time. Take a step back and let this happen. Go with the flow. Allow the Spirit lead you. Let the angels do their thing. Please let your soul rest. You have done enough. And now Archangel Michael himself has one last message. I have fought for you in places you cannot even name. With a flaming sword in hand, I stood at the gates of your house. Tonight, I said, no more fear, no more pain, no more hiding. I have now covered you in divine fire. You have been sealed with heavenly light. It cannot be broken into by darkness, attack, or any other plan. God has claimed it as His own. You are free, beloved. So, get some rest tonight. A soft smile. Take a deep breath and know this. You got the message. The angels stayed. God moved. The divine page in your story has just turned. Every minute that goes by, heaven is still here holding, watching and listening. You give your spirit permission to connect with the light you were born. From every second you stay in this moment, you are not just a person going through life without a plan. On a sacred path. You are a divine soul. Now that path is lighting up under your feet. When you walk by faith, light always finds the next step. Even if it feels uncertain and fear is still trying to whisper. You have been requesting confirmation that you are not broken beyond repair. It is here. You are not hurt. What you are becoming. More light has come in through every crack in your heart. There is proof in every scar that you have healed before, and will heal again. And the very thing that disqualified you for this upcoming season, is what qualifies you. It is not too late. You are not too much. You are right about God's timing. Tonight is not the end because something new is awakening in you. This is an invitation to rest deeply, believe completely, and rise powerfully. Something holy and ancient. The part of you that knows what it is like to walk in joy. The part where you used to sing without shame. The part that hopes for miracles. Even though it hasn't said anything in years. Now that part is coming back to life, because real divine love is reaching out to you. It has never stopped reaching. You have been requesting confirmation that you are not broken beyond repair. It is here. You are not hurt. What you are becoming. More light has come in through every crack in your heart. There is proof in every scar that you have healed before, and will heal again. And the very thing that disqualified you for this upcoming season is what qualifies you. It is not too late. You are not too much. You are right about God's timing. Tonight is not the end. It is an invitation to rest deeply, to believe completely, and to rise strongly because something new, ancient, and holy is awakening in you. The part of you that knows what it is like to walk in joy. The part where you used to sing without shame. That part of you that still believes in miracles, is coming back to life even though it has been quiet for years, because real divine love is reaching out to you. It has never stopped reaching. When your heart says yes, the angels are happy. Even if it is a quiet yes, a yes that is hesitant, a yes that is scared but willing. Because heaven knows that even the smallest yes can move the biggest mountain. The warrior of light, the protector of truth, and the defender of your destiny is Archangel Michael. He heard you say yes tonight. Now he is standing guard until morning. Until you open your eyes, until you feel stronger again. You are covered in a kind of peace that the world cannot provide. You might have clarity when you wake up tomorrow that you didn't expect. Now is the time to lock in all that heaven is doing for you. There is a lot more powerful things you can do than just following a page. When you subscribe to this channel right now, You are connecting with a steady stream of God's prophetic promises. Every new video is like a new download from heaven. It is a chance for divine alignment, and a chance for God to speak directly to your situation. When you make the choice to stay connected to this spiritual source, the angels take note. Don't think that this is the last time that heaven talks to you through this to ensure your connection to everything. God wants to reveal in the days to come. Click the subscribe button right now with ideas that feel like they came out of thin air and energy that doesn't make sense. Do not doubt it. It is not a coincidence. Yes, that is alignment. Divine timing right there. God breathing new life into your purpose in that way. Take note of how things begin to move. Conversations that used to drain you will no longer do that. People who trigger old wounds lose power. You will start to feel less worried. You are now spiritually grounded, firm, rooted, and reconnected. Not because your life is perfect, but because you are. Because of something eternal that has anchored itself in your soul tonight. You will not be as easily shaken. You should not be surprised if tomorrow someone you were supposed to hear from contacts you in that way. Heaven is confirming this moment once more. It might be a story, a message, or a second chance. Don't fight it. Allow it to happen. Let love come in. Come on, peace. What does God do when you trust Him with everything just once? Don't forget that miracles don't always sound loud. They can manifest themselves as quiet mornings, deep sleep, a full breath, or a heart that doesn't race as quickly as it used to. Those things are also miracles, and yours starts tonight. Now take a deep breath again. Do not hold yourself up. Allow your thoughts to rest. Make your heart feel better. It is already done. So let heaven do its thing. You are protected from harm. You are being heard. You are loved a lot. You are now free. Yes, beloved, your spirit is still hearing this now. That is more important than you think. It wasn't a waste of time that you read, breathed, and felt here any longer. It is not just words. This developed into an encounter, a divine visitation, and an unseen shift in the direction of your life. Heaven is like a blanket that has wrapped around you. You have just gone through something holy. If you are still here, your body may be tired, but your spirit is still strong, being fully, gloriously, and eternally awake. That quiet sense of renewal you experience is not just you calming down. It is your soul resetting, your purpose realigning, and your angels celebrating. It wasn't just a message. You lived through a spiritual turning point that was designed to have your name written in light across it. It might feel good to be strange for a few days. You might cry for no reason, smile for no reason, and feel things you haven't felt in years. That is what is happening now with the spiritual detox. It is being released what was once heavy inside of you. The spiritual dust that was stuck to your light is being swept away. You have returned to yourself. The real you that God always saw is the one that Archangel Michael came to watch over tonight. Also, don't be surprised if you start to see answers where there was only confusion before. The way forward will start to become clear. Things that were stuck will move again. There will be sudden calls for help from people who were quiet. It is not a coincidence. This divine alignment has a ripple effect like that. Heaven never forgets a yes. So you said yes. Now you will hear music differently. There will be hidden meanings in the things people say. You are going to pause before reacting. Well, that is discernment. In your everyday moments, that is the Holy Spirit accompanying you. You will be able to tell when to speak, when to stay silent, and when to walk away. When the Spirit of God rests on a person, that is what happens. They get lighter. Sometimes your hands might even feel warmer or tingle. Now, that is energy. That is good healing. It is called purpose activating. Some of you reading this right now are spiritual warriors, healers, prophets, and protectors. And you don't even know it. But tonight, your calling was stirred, touched, and breathed on. You will soon understand why you went through what you did. That is when you will understand why the pain was so precise, why the timing was so divine, and why the delays were really acts of mercy that were hidden. What about your home? Your house isn't the same, beloved. When you wake up, you will notice a shift. It will feel brighter and lighter. It was like something dark finally gave up and left. That is more than just energy. That is real. Archangel Michael did not just pop by to watch when he came to your house. He came to cleanse, defend, and rebuild everything beneath your roof. From now on, there can be no more darkness. There is no way for the curse to last, because the fire of heaven has touched every corner. No whisper of fear can take hold. Now you are safe. You can now be seen. You are being held right now, and you are ready now. Although your soul knows the truth, you may still have doubts in your head. You have been chosen. You are loved. You are watched over in a way that you will never fully understand. You would never fear again if you could see the spiritual forces that are all around you right now. Angels standing next to each other. A light that is so bright that it silences every dark voice. Heavenly security is more powerful than any lock or alarm. He hasn't taken his eyes off of you, God. Not even for a second. Even after I pulled away, he stayed. Even after you gave up and stopped praying, he waited, watched him. They will come back, he whispered. Wait a minute. And you did tonight. You came back? No, not to religion, to relationship, to the deep divine love that has been chasing you your whole life. Not to performance. You are not the same person anymore. Your soul isn't as heavy now. That shadow that used to follow you is no longer strong. The silence that scared you is now filled with the voice of heaven. Right now you are wrapped in something eternal. Now you are safe. You can now be seen. You are being held now. You are now ready. Although your soul knows the truth, you may still have doubts in your head. You have been chosen. You are loved. You are watched over in a way that you will never fully understand. You would never fear again if you could see the spiritual forces that are all around you right now. Angels standing next to each other. A light that is so bright that it silences every dark voice. Heavenly security is more powerful than any lock or alarm. He hasn't taken his eyes off of you. God, not even for a second. Even after I pulled away, even when you gave up, even after you stopped praying, he stayed. He waited, watched him. They will come back, he whispered. Wait a minute. And you did tonight. You came back. Relationship with the profound divine love that has been chasing you your entire life, not to religion or performance. You are not the same person anymore. Your soul isn't as heavy now. That shadow that used to follow you is no longer strong. The silence that scared you is now filled with the voice of heaven. Right now, you are wrapped in something eternal. Your spirit is so hot that it makes your blood feel warmer. You were waiting on that thing. Look, keep an eye on how fast it moves. The call, the email, the breakthrough, the person, and the peace. Pay attention to how it manifests itself in ways that cause you to drop to your knees at times. You are in awe, not desperate. Because God changes everything when he moves. When Archangel Michael comes to visit, he doesn't leave anything untouched. There was a divine reason why he came to your house tonight. You might not fully get it now, but you will. Yes. You will remember this moment when the things you have been praying for finally come true. This night will stay with you. These words will stay with you. It will make you whisper to yourself, "That was real. Heaven really came for me. It did and it always will. You are not lost. You are not behind. We haven't forgotten about you. You seem like a miracle. You are the light. You are the child that heaven wouldn't give up on. Now you are walking into everything that was promised." The angels are very happy. The Archangel Michael is beaming. God is telling them, "Welcome home. Yes, just wait a little longer." In this silence, you are seeing the start of something beautiful, deep, real, and sacred, not loud or dramatic. The clearest voice from heaven can be heard in this silence. Where your soul breathes out, where the weight finally goes away. You want this feeling so badly, but don't know how to ask for it. You know what it is now that it is here. It is like remembering something you forgot you had forgotten. Peace. That is what this is. You can finally find peace. You are still being protected by Archangel Michael. He has already moved on to tomorrow next week, and the things that have been weighing on your heart. You are scared about that meeting. That bill is making you feel bad. That person who hurt you and made you feel lost. Heaven is already there doing its thing and going over everything. You will not be by yourself tomorrow. You will not be left alone for another second. The sword of Archangel Michael is drawn, and your name has been called out in the courts of heaven. You have been approved for favor, approved for peace, and approved for oration. There may also be strange coincidences that start to happen. Something they sent you that made you think of them. A door pops open out of nowhere. A message that comes at just the right time. It is not luck. Yes, that is alignment. That is heaven moving things around to support your yes. God is telling them, "Look, I heard you. I saw you. I didn't leave. From now on, you are going to walk differently. Not with pride, but with spiritual assurance. The kind that doesn't come from ego, but from a deep knowing inside. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. When you know you are held and chosen, it is okay to let go of the need to be perfect, because you could never earn grace. It was a gift always. It has now been sent to you. You will notice that people treat you differently. Some people will be drawn to your light. Some will move away. Let them. Do not chase after people who are afraid of your awakening. They were only okay with a toned-down version of you. But you cannot stay dark any longer. You were meant to shine. Made to bring light to places that are dark. Made to shift the mood of a room just by entering. You will too. You are already there. Know this even if nothing seems different on the outside. Inside something has changed that cannot be changed back. You have taken on your divine form. You know who you are again, that will not be taken away from you again by darkness. You are now sealed in light, surrounded by grace and guided by divine intelligence. You are covered in fire. This isn't just hype, this is heaven. Now your dreams will be more real. Some dreams will stay with you with a strange clarity, even if others don't make sense. That is your guardian angels planting good ideas in your mind. Don't leave it alone. Never be far from a notebook. Anything sacred should be written down. You are now hearing from heaven more clearly. Not just in dreams, but also in moods, signs, conversations, and thoughts. Watch out. Keep your door open. You are about to enter a time of increased clarity. Peace will now reign where confusion used to. Your faith will now speak where fear used to scream. There were delays that kept you stuck, but now flow will take over. The fog is lifting. The tension is easing. The path is opening up and you are walking with angels. Put your hand on your heart for a moment. Put your eyes closed. Take a deep breath and whisper this: I am safe. I am seen. I have help from heaven. I hold my home sacred, protected on my journey. My future is going exactly as planned. Feel the weight leave your shoulders as you breathe out. Feel your body calm down. That is not just a trick of the mind. The presence of God is there. Your nervous system is responding to divine truth in that way. That is what takes place when heaven gets close. Life will feel different from now on. Feel soft in a way you forgot you had. You had a strength you didn't know you had. Chaos is silenced by stillness. Now you are in a holy place. You will not want to go back, and you cannot. Tonight is just the start. There will be miracles happening all around you. It is not always the kind you want, but the kind you need, like the kind that changes your spirit before it changes your life. And those are the miracles that last the longest. You will not be as harsh now because you are weak, but because you have met real power. You will love more freely now, not because you are gullible, but because you know that love is the most powerful force in heaven and on earth. You will trust God more because He has shown Himself to be good, not because life is easy. Put your hand on your heart for a moment. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths and whisper this: I am safe. I am seen. I have help from heaven. I hold my home sacred, protected on my journey. My future is going exactly as planned. Feel the weight leave your shoulders as you breathe out. Feel your body calm down. That is not just a trick of the mind. The presence of God is there. Your nervous system is responding to divine truth in that way. That is what takes place when heaven gets close. Life will feel different from now on. Feel soft in a way you forgot you had. You had a strength you didn't know you had. Chaos is silenced by stillness. You are now in a holy place. You cannot go back now. You will not want to do it. Tonight is just the start. There will be miracles happening all around you. It is not always the kind you want, but the kind you need. Like the kind that changes your spirit before it changes your life. And those are the miracles that last the longest. You will not be as harsh now because you are weak, but because you have met real power. You will love more freely now. Not because you are gullible, but because you know that love is the most powerful force in heaven and on earth. You will trust God more because He has shown Himself to be good, not because life is easy. Darkness may still try to whisper though. But now you know how to answer with peace, not fear or panic. You will say with a smile, I know who I am. I also know who walks with me. You will remember this. You will think about it again when you are not sure what to do. You will add, this was the night I felt heaven in my room. You did, and you still do in light. You are wrapped. There is love all around you. Your hands are held in holy ones. There are still miracles happening because of people like you. This is only the beginning, which is the most sacred part. Now is your chance. This is the miracle for you in the spiritual realm. I now ask you to make it official. Feel free to write these words in the comments. My miracle is here. I get it now. It is not. I hope it comes, or maybe one day. It is a claim of ownership. A faith statement that makes what heaven has already approved happen. Something in the air begins to shift as you write it. Your angels are aware of this. Your blessing stays put. Heaven is now awaiting your response, because you stayed until the end. Write it down right now, and take what is already yours. Do one last thing before you leave. It will make everything you have received tonight even better. Spread this message. Send this to everyone on your heart, right now before you leave this video, by clicking the share button. Someone you know, like a friend, family member, or even someone you haven't talked to in years, needs to hear what you just heard. Something strange happens when you share this. The blessing that touched you starts to move through you. The breakthrough you got makes things better in your own life. What you give will come back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Let the channel be it. Be the vessel. Tell your friends and family about this big breakthrough, and watch how God multiplies your own blessing again. Finally, beloved, I need you to do something that will change everything from now on, if you haven't already. Get it now. Not to a channel, but to a pipeline, where God's promises through the prophets come straight into your life. It will be you who gets the new word, activation or breakthrough as soon as heaven sends it out. It is not enough to stay connected to content. You need to stay in sync with God's plan for your life. That is what the enemy wants. For you to leave and stop hearing what heaven wants to say to you. Do not let that happen. To join this prophetic community, click the subscribe button right away, and make sure the notification bell is on. It will be good for you in the long run. Your miracle is already in motion. Heaven is watching and the angels are ready. Have a peaceful and strong trip. And remember that you are never alone. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you will not just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. Your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary, where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, You can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.